just heard a snap, and I immediately saw Gabe fall, and I was belaying him at the time, and I felt the rope go loose in my hand. As I watched him fall, kind of the first thought that went through my head was, I'm about to watch Gabe die.
The protection from the top failed, and I kept thinking the rope was going to catch, and it didn't. So Gabe was looking down where he was headed, which was onto a boulder that was probably about 4 feet wide and maybe like 2.5 feet tall.
His feet impacted first, and then he actually bounced out of my field of vision down a hill that we were standing on top of. So I could just kind of see the rope go, by and down the hill, and after that I lost sight of Gabe.
Seeing human bodies do things and make noises like that, it's not a pleasant thing.
I came down, and this big boulder right here, arms, legs relaxed, came down like this, took the impact on my left foot here. Helmet hit. This guy here, hand hit, came back up into my face from the impact. And then I bounced off this way, backwards, and cracked that tree in half. And then tumbled about 10 feet downhill.
I think he was shook up, obviously. I think part of him was probably pretty happy to be alive, and other parts of him were angry.
I could see that this was mentally hard on him. There was times when, like, his stance in the wheelchair, he looked a little bit, more slouched over, a little bit more, injured emotionally than I'm used to him seeing him.
I think all trauma kind of makes you look at the world differently. It makes you look at your relationships differently. It makes you look at everything differently. And I think there was a reevaluation process going on for Gabe at that point, because he was in a very powerless place. He was in a place where he had to rely on other people to kind of help him.
Of course, I thought about the accident obsessively afterwards. What could have been done better? What could have, not happened? How did it happen? I felt incredibly bad for everybody involved. I was fine. Everything was fine. I felt really guilty that it was kind of my turn to go.
If there was any guilt, it was a little bit of maybe survivor guilt, just in that this happened to him. I was the next one set to climb that route. So there was a sensation of this could have happened to any of us, and it did happen to Gabe.
Opportunities are presented to us in very strange ways. And I think it's up to each individual to decide what they want to do with the things that happen to them in their lives. For me, this experience obviously changed my life, but I think being able to derive creative meaning from it brings me a lot of peace.